Get to call. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining from right now. I know a couple of persons registered from different parts of the world. So I'm glad we are together this day, the third day of October 2025. And depending on when you get to see this, if at all we decide to leave this on the channel, good day to you too. So I'm just trying to see those who are online now. Trying to see those who are online now before we move. So welcome if this is your first time on the channel. This is Kate Inspires. I am Adekun Adeomi, the lead coach of this channel, of this community, and what the Old Kate Inspires community is all about is about it's a place where purpose meets with finance. That's a simple way we put it. The place where purpose meets with finance. And how do we mean? It's a community of individuals who are dedicated to fulfilling their purposes and also becoming financially free doing so. Because if we realize that so many people get so much in pursuit of one and they neglect the other. So, for instance, somebody becomes so fulfilled in terms of purpose, is doing the career he really loves to do, is not disturbed by anyone. This is what he or she has always wanted to do all the way, and then the person is doing it, but the person is not financially free. What the person has in its financial purse is not enough. It's not enough to keep him or her going, and then that brings about frustration. And some other persons have pursued things that are not necessarily their purposes, not their passion, and then they've gone after it so doggedly that they've made enough money for themselves, either legally or illegally, but they are not fulfilled. At the end of the day, they get depressed and they just feel empty because really they've just used their lives to run after money without necessarily achieving any tangible results with their life. So in a bid to balance this divide, we have created this channel, this community, so that everyone in here understands the place of purpose and the place of finance, even in the actualization of their true purpose, and also in the passing down onto the next generation. Because it's one thing to be financially free, it's another thing to be able to build in such a way that the next generation can get to benefit from it. So today we are talking about how to become a sales champion. How can I become a sales champion? I've met with a couple of persons, especially young ones, youths, and then I see that sales is something that looks so big to majority of people. It's like a mountain for so many people, and they're telling me, Kate, I'm not good at selling. I don't want to sell. Anytime I tell them, what do you, for instance, I ask a young guy, what are you doing for now? I'm in school, and okay, aside from school, aside from service, aside from you're waiting for results, you're writing exam and all that. What else do you do on the side just to give you some tokens? Does not like regular, at least you just know that there's something I'm doing that once in a while this adds to whatever I have in my purse. This helps. This adds to what my parents, my uncles, my aunties are giving me. And majority of them are just like, well, I'm just in school, well, I'm just here, well, I'm just home, well, I'm just learning. Well, that is good. You're doing something, but if you don't quickly learn how to master the act of getting cash for yourself, especially when it comes to the aspect of sales, you might have to struggle all through life. Why? Because life in itself is all about you selling something to someone. It's about you marketing your skill, your strengths, you downplaying your weaknesses, marketing your strength, marketing what something of value to someone who needs it, and then making the person see the reason why they need to get it. If in fact that's at the time you are communicating that value to them. And that is what it is all about. It's nothing serious, it's nothing big. And if you can do that successfully, you'll be able to make yourself a whole lot of money on a regular basis. Because every product, every service being rendered, every value, every company is looking for somebody who can help them get their products to the buyers, get their service to the buyers. Whatever way you can get this done, just make sure that I have people who patronize me on a regular basis. And for yourself too, whatever it is you are trying to offer, you are trying to make sure that you're always able to up your game and get the numbers in your favor. And so practically that's what sales is all about. So it's about you just communicating, having a flow, having a say what I'm doing right now is I am selling myself to you with ease. I've just told you there's a course, there's a training you can register for and get learn how to sell. And I didn't meet any of you one on one. I didn't say anything particular to you. I didn't come to your doorpost. I didn't enter your DM. I just created a flyer, created a link, added the two together, a few write-ups under it, a few words under it, and I sent it out. And then you saw it, you bought into that idea, you bought into that value, you felt this is important to you. And in fact, this is something you should do now. And then you went ahead to click the link, you went ahead to register, you went ahead to join the group, and in fact, you went ahead to join the session. So that is because I have successfully sold this to you, even though it is free for those who did the registration for this. But it is possible for me to be offering you something free and you're not interested in. And in fact, you are not the only one who saw this as a free training and yet decided to register. Some persons saw it and they didn't register. Why? Because they didn't buy into it. Because I was unable to sell them to buy into this. So it's simple. It's communicating what you have, the value you have to offer, and then in the best possible way that it becomes attractive and understandable. That word is very, very important. It's not just so many of us get carried away with the fact that how do I need something attractive? No, it's not about the attractiveness now. It must be understandable to your desired consumers. It's one thing that it is attractive. It's one thing that it is there. It is one thing that you've told us about the good features, but do I understand what you are trying to communicate to me and the benefit it has that will make me want to exchange whatever it is I have as a financial resource in exchange for that value you're offering me or that product or that service. That's what it's all about. So I am giving it in an attractive way. I have packaged it in an attractive way and then in an understandable way that even if a blind person sees it, the blind can understand what I'm saying. If a deaf is able, peradventure is able to hear whatever it is that you are saying, the deaf can understand it. That's how simple it has to be. It has to be a flow. It has to be a natural thing to you. It's not something you are struggling to do. Do you get it now? So, what are the things I need to become a sales champion? The things I need to become a sales champion. I tell people, when I engage young ones, young minds, and they tell me I don't like selling, I just smile. I just ask, have you ever referred someone to a place they can get a good haircut? And yes, I was one who introduced three of my friends to my salon. Okay, have you ever told anybody this is the place I got this particular product? You can get it also from that place. Well, I think if you have done that at any point, you have successfully sold something. See, sales is simply referring a product to the end consumer. It's that simple. You are paid for it, you are not paid for it is your problem. But the fact that you could refer a product to the end consumer, I think I know someone who does that thing you need, that service you need. I know somebody who does it so well. Let me call her for you. Wait, give me a minute. Let me quickly chat him up if he's around. You have simply helped that person sell his or her service or her product to the person who was practically just conversing with you. That is sales. You get paid for it, you didn't get paid for it, it's now left to you. It's now your own doing or your own undoing. See, it's simple. I need a service, I need I need a value. You have it or you have someone who has it. Connect me to the person or connect me to that value. You get paid for that job you have done, and then you have done what is called sales. Because it is also possible that you are there, you know who has that thing, and decide not to say anything about it. In fact, you could be the one who is producing that thing and not be interested in selling to me and then tell me nothing about it. You can be a good baker and I'll be talking about how I want to order cake for a birthday, and still you keep mute because maybe you are busy at that moment or you are not into baking for that period or you are just on break, or you've lost interest, or your desk is full, blah blah blah. You didn't sell me. So how do you sell easily, conveniently, so much so that end buyers, end users willingly give you their money in exchange for the value you're offering? So first thing you must know is you must have what they could call personal branding. Personal branding. I'm not. If you have frequent on this channel, you'll have realized there's this brand I wear almost every now and then. Abazone, Abazone, Abazone. And with time, many people just call Abazone. In fact, most people call my nickname more than my. They get to know my nickname more than before they get to know my real name. So almost everybody who sees me, who knows me, who is meeting for the first time, knows me as Kate. In fact, when somebody is introducing me to another person, he said that's Kate. And when you are just seeing me for the first time and somebody is about to call me, the person calls Kate. And you almost think the person is calling Kate because it's about everything everyone is calling. So you are just thinking maybe it's Kate, Kate. No, no, no. And then you get so used to Kate that you don't even know that my real name is Adekunle. So, because I have been able to brand that name in such a way that when I appear, what comes to your mind first is Kate before the name my parents gave to me. That's branding. There's this top I wear almost every now and then, Amazon. I wore it so much on the channel that someone was inspired to do the same. And then he went to meet someone who prints and says, see this logo, can you help me do something similar on the top? And then I just met him randomly somewhere some months back. And then I smiled and said, when did you, are you also Amazon? When did you get something like this? He said, I always see you wear these tops, different this your tops with Amazon every now and then on your channel, and I got inspired and I said I also want to recreate it and wear. I have been able to brand that. Some persons call Kate. When some deep friends are talking to me, they say Abba's own. Some people even say Abba's beloved because there's a way I push those names, those brands, so much so that when I appear, when I come to your mind, it's either you call me Kate, you call me Abba's own, and some persons call Abba's beloved. Why? Because every now and then when I post my personal pictures on social media platforms, I tag it Amazon and I put a couple of things, black boy and all that, and I smile and I let it go. That is branding, intentionally making the audience, making the end users, making your market know you are present and in a style. You are keeping to a style that makes that market know this is you. I'll take that again. You are intentionally making the market know that you are present and you are doing it in such a way that you have a style that makes the market knows this is you. So I don't come up and struggle with someone else. No. Once I am here, you know that I am here. Take a football team, for instance. There are two teams, a football match, for instance. There are two teams on the field of play. Now, the reason why someone who is wearing red will never pass the ball willingly to somebody who is wearing blue is because the blue and red is a brand for those players. So they know if at all, even if I close my eyes, even if I'm about to fall, even if I'm about to do something, the next person I must kick this ball towards must be somebody who is wearing the same thing as I'm wearing, the same color as I am wearing. The number is not the issue now, but this same color I'm wearing, that person must be putting on that thing. Then I can pass the ball successfully to that person. If you are not wearing the same thing I'm wearing, then I make sure that the ball never gets to you. I get the ball off your legs. That is branding. To now take it a bit further, we now see what we call jersey numbers. So that I put on 10 today. And for instance, I'm putting on 7 today and they wrote C Ronaldo. Then I now wake up tomorrow, the next match, I now put on 8. They now wrote C Ronaldo. Then the match after that, I put on 10. They wrote C Ronaldo. I'm already confusing my audience. That is how so many of us appear in the market. You are appearing with so many things that your audience don't even know which is which. They don't know what is what. They don't get your message. They are struggling to really understand what exactly do you represent. What is your jersey number? So that even when we don't see your face, as far as we see that number on a shirt, we know that that is Ronaldo there. Branding. You must have what is called personal branding. It's one thing for you to be in a market, it's another thing to know how to make yourself distinctive from others, how to make yourself, you are not just another person in the market. You must understand branding. In fact, I mean personal branding. People say before people will listen to you to buy whatever it is you are selling to them, either it is an idea, a product, a service, or whatever. People want to know, they want to do three things with you basically. They want to know you, they want to like you, and they want to trust you. If until people are able to do these three things with you successfully, they will hardly buy anything from you. I repeat, they want to know you, they want to like you, they want to trust you. Knowing you, liking you, trusting you comes from your branding. I don't know. Say, so many people are posting things and nobody knows they are posting. Your post just comes and goes. Nothing serious. People want to know you. Who are you? Who are you? And you do that by consistently representing something. What exactly are you? They want to like you, meaning your personality, who you are as a person must be attractive to them. They must just enjoy you for being you. And then they want to trust you enough, meaning they've seen you with this thing for a while. They've known you in this space for a while. You don't just appear suddenly in a place and say, come and buy, come and buy, come and buy. People are wondering, why should I buy? Who are you? Especially when you're talking about serious business. I'm not talking about come and buy biscuits, come and buy sweets. No, those are not, this class is not for talks like that. It's for serious business. You want people to send you some millions, be it in naira, be it in dollar, be it in pounds. You want people to send you some real cash for something you are telling them is valuable to them. They must get to know you, sir. They must be able to trust you to an extent, even if they've never met you before. Say, I've done business with people who they've never met me before. They don't know anything about my family. They don't know where I live. They don't know anything about me. But there's a way I kept pushing the products I wanted them to see, not even directly to them on my platforms. And then over the weeks, over the months, I just felt this person, this brand must be genuine, it must be real, and I love what exactly they are giving me. And then chat me up, and within hours they've made payments. Because with over time, while I was consistent with my branding, somebody was already getting to know me and the brand. Somebody was already getting to trust that brand, and the person was already liking that brand so much so that the person could now do business with the brand. So personal branding is very, in fact, if that's the only thing you will get out of this training, out of this session, please make sure you get it, because I see so many people struggle with this. Yeah, just so inconsistent with your brand. I was telling someone recently that I need to get some particular colors of ties and tops because I want to be even much more consistent with my brand. And the person was saying, "What's the inspiration behind it?" I said, "Yeah, because that's the brand color of Kate inspires, and then that color must become, in fact, now more consistent than ever before. Not just when I'm speaking, but even when I appear about anywhere, about any place I feature, you should be able to say, that is most likely Kate standing there. That is most likely Kate seated there. That's branding. You barely go to a bank that their color is probably red and white, and you are seeing their staff wearing maybe sky blue, and it's not balanced. It's kind of, no, it's just off. Just know that something is wrong with whatever it is people represent. So your branding is the first thing. Let people get to know. You need to review yourself, review your product, be intentional about what you are communicating to the world. That's the word. Be intentional about whatever it is you are communicating to the world. Don't forget your job first as a salesperson. When I say salesperson, I mean every human being as a salesperson is a communicator. You are a communicator. On a daily basis, you are communicating something in your street. The way you say, if you move in your street, if you are the type when you are driving, you see somebody say, "Hi, good morning," and you are just going quietly, you are selling a brand. This is the brand you are selling right now. The product you are selling presently is a product of humility. And if you are the one who, when you are driving, you turn on, you make your speaker so loud that everybody around you can hear that you are blasting, and you wind up and you are just driving, you are selling. Let me just leave it because it could mean different things, but you are showing that this is a lousy person and he doesn't care about what anybody says. He's just moving. So on a daily basis, the way we do our things is we marketing something. Somebody gets to know you over time and then just like something about you that you are not even conscious of, but you do it consistently. So you are first a communicator and you are communicating now a brand with intentionality. What is this brand about and what does this brand represent? For a while now, I've pushed Kate Inspires, Kate Inspires, Kate Inspires, that people get to know now that, okay, when it comes to the subject of purpose and finance, I think I can call Kate over, I can invite Kate over. And that's how some invitations have come, in fact, from strange places. They'll say, we're having a program here. Do you mind just coming to share something, a few words with us? Okay, well, I'm available. No, I'm not available. Is it virtual? Is it physical? And I check my schedule and then I just go. Why? Because over time, people are beginning to understand that when I need somebody who can impact the youth, younger ones, those who need to be impacted, who need to be strengthened, who need to be charged up to do the right things in life, I think there is a guy we can talk to who can make these things really sink. That's branding. Making yourself known in the market, because in the market are a thousand and in fact a million and one competitors. How you do your thing, when you do it, the very way you do it is what makes you first distinct from every other person. The second thing you want to do is you want to learn how to be an effective communicator. An effective communicator is one who can be who is honest, who just flows. See, you are not trying to hype it, you're not trying to you're not saying too much. In fact, an effective communicator is one who knows how to underpromise and over-deliver. Meaning, you are talking from a level where your confidence is so high about whatever it is you are saying. Meaning, I know that if you buy this thing, for instance, if you buy this, for instance, you'll be able to use it for 2 months. And I'm telling you, for the next 1 month, write whatever it is you this pen. If it finishes, I'm going to give you your money back. Did you see what I just did? It's that simple. Sales. If I were to sell this same thing to you right now, do you know the chances of you buying right now are almost high? Why? Because first, I know this product so well that for the next 2 months, you will write whatever it is you want to write. And I'm telling you, take, I am offering you this. It's just so amount. Write whatever it is you want to write for the next 1 month. If it finishes before that 1 month's time, please just get back to me and I'll give you your money back personally. It's that simple. So now you can now go to why should I get this particular one? See, I've been using this pen for about 3 or 4 years now, this particular brand. And then the thing about it is I realize every time I get to maybe use another pen for one reason or the other, maybe I couldn't find my pen or I just want to sign somewhere and somebody offers me a pen. I notice every other pen, there's a way they pour ink on my book and I just don't like it. But this particular one, you see it, whatever it is you write, it does not imprint on the other page. It's so neat, it's so calm, it's so in fact, the mouth is just so sharp that whatever you are writing with it is exactly the way it should be. Not like it's getting too big and all that. Trust me, this is a good pen to have. You surely want to have a couple of these inside your bag because you will need them a whole lot of time. And don't just get one. In fact, see, presently I have about 6 of this pen that I use at the same time. I buy packs, I use about 6 at the same time. One in 2 of my bags, one around like 2 of my tables. I have one in the room just in case inspiration comes. And in fact, if this pen is in your pocket, it's not the type of pen that pours ink. You know those pen that you buy and then it pours ink. No. This particular one doesn't pour ink. Trust me. So you can have it almost anywhere and then you are good to go. Trust me, you surely want to have a couple of this. I just sold you. Simple. If you were interested in pen, the chances of you going with a pack of this pen are higher than you not going. Communication it's just natural. I didn't plan to use the pen. There are a lot of things on my table. I could sell you this too. I will show you this other side. You see this guy. Do you have sticky notes? You have sticky notes. Are you for real? Oh, you don't know about sticky notes. So where do you do your jottings? Like when you have just inspirations and ideas and you just want to click pen down. For me, with these guys on my table, anything that comes, you see, sometimes my daily checklist is just here. So it helps me quickly get rid of those things I need to get done for the day, and then it's just small and then just stay around my table. And do you know the most beautiful thing? I could just even hang it on the wall right now. I could just, whatever I've written here, I could just have it here. So I can always see and remember. I can just stick it to the wall here. And then that's it. So it's easy for me to have them hang around, and then I can work with. You see it. So when I have a couple of them around me, anything I've not done, I can always remember, and then I can always quickly do it. You should get one. I think it's even it's so cheap now. In any bookstore, you should see it. And don't be careful with the one you buy. This one, I think it's from so and so. So get it, and then trust me, it'll be good, because you need to do a whole lot of jottings, especially now as a business owner that you are. Some phone numbers you need to quickly write down, some sites and all that you need to write. I just sold two products right here. I don't know if you get it. This is a practical class. It's so simple. It's so easy. You just need to be a communicator. You should be able to flow easily. You know whatever it is you're talking about so well that you can talk to me in a way that I understand it, and then it becomes attractive to me. I just told you why you needed to buy it, where you need to buy it, what particular brand you need to buy. And then I just let it go at that. I am not pushing it to you. I'm not saying you must buy now. I'm not saying. And if you indeed have the cash in your pocket and it's something that resonates with you, the chances of you going with these products are high. I'll also do a pen and a sticky note that I can buy together. If what he really came for was maybe just a pencil, or you were just talking about a notebook, and I just offered you something that makes lives much more easier. And why should you get a pen and a sticky note? Because with it, you can do some jottings on the go. If you have these two on the go in your pocket, you have almost everything you need. If you're not with your phone, you're here, you can just jot things, scribble things, and put them in your pocket, and you keep moving with so much ease. That is how sales should be done. Should be able to talk smoothly about whatever it is you are saying to whoever it is you are saying it to. So you must be an effective communicator. And then you must learn how to build relationships. See, how you communicate your product is not as important as how you communicate the people you are communicating. I don't know if you get that. How you communicate your product is not as important as how you communicate the people you are communicating to. Someone once said, People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care." People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. People don't really care about your product, what it could do for them or what it could not do, or how much it is you want to sell for, until they realize how you care about them. Do you respect me enough? Do you give me enough respect? Do you give me enough regard? Why are you coming to me in particular? You don't talk people down like you are doing them a favor. If you don't get this, your life, I don't know what you are doing with your life. You better go and get something like this. I'm not going to buy that from you, even if I need it. Because it's more like you're doing me a favor. Is that the type of pen your mates are using? Can't you see this and get something good for your life? Come on, get out. And if you want to buy, buy. If you're not buying, just leave my store. I see, so I go to some stores, and the way some people are, so I just smile like, are you for real? And you want me to drop my money again? Definitely not. Definitely not. Not my money. No, I'm off. I'm sorry. I'm off. I'm out. Even if you are the only one who is making that available in that environment, I'm sorry, I'm out. I will most likely get something else. You must communicate people in a way that brings about, that gives them elegance, that makes them feel honored, make them feel respected. Most times when I'm talking to, yeah, I do more of real estate these days. When I'm talking to people in the real estate who are interacting with me on a product, I often put, there's a line I often put just quietly. I just tell them, Sir, you see, I've met some intelligent investors like yourself, and this particular product is the one many of them are picking. It's a silent line. I just sold that man silently. I just elevated him. Do you know what I just told him? I just made him realize I regard him as an intelligent man, one, and I regard him as an intelligent investor. And I have placed him in a class of people I have in my that I sell to like clients, and he's in a class of those who I see as intelligent investors. So not all those I'm selling to are intelligent investors with what I just told him. Do you realize that now? So first he sees himself that, okay, Yeah, he's bringing this to me because he knows I can handle it, and he knows I am reasonable enough to know the to do my calculations and be sure it's something good. Sir, most of the intelligent investors I have on at hand now, which you are one of them, this particular product is what most of them are adding on board. Trust me, sir. I mean the highly intelligent ones. When they because once they do their calculation, I'm sure you are doing your calculations too. That is how they too they do their calculations. And trust me, when they check it, they just pick it and tell me, here, let's get this thing done. I have not just spoken about the products, I have also communicated them like a king that they are. So you must learn to communicate people beyond your product, because that is where relationships start. That is how relationships are being built. The way you respond to people. Some I wanted to pick up something from someone yesterday for a thing, for another person, in fact, not for myself. So I just volunteered to, okay, let me, okay, I can let just help you pick this up and then drop it there. And the person I wanted to pick up from, the way the person was sounding on phone, I was thinking probably it's one elderly person I was talking to until the person appeared, and I, is that, oh God, I'm not sure I want to pick up your number for any reason again, even if you are the one who is producing this particular product. The way you attended to me, you interacted with me now on what I just want to help you deliver. Even if I needed it and the person wants to refer me back to you as I can, you're my go-to guy. I'm sorry, you can't be my go-to guy. It has to be somebody else. You communicate people with elegance, with respect, with honor. Most people don't know how to do this. Most people feel I'm the one offering the service, I'm the one with the product, so I can. No, 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 you can't talk. In fact, they are they are as important as you think you are. In fact, if not much more important than you think you are. The only reason why your product, your service, your value is going to be appreciated and well rewarded is when people interact with it, people decide to buy into it. So they are much more important than that thing you think you're carrying, because you can have a store full of that of those products, can have a million of those products and nobody's buying. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't force us, you can't put a gun to our head and make us buy. So you must learn to build relationships. Learn to say hello, hi, good morning, sir, good day, and all. Just simple courtesy that you need to put in the relationship, and then that keeps you going. Then one of the key things I want us to talk about today is leveraging social media. I meet so many young ones, and I still find it interesting to know that only a very few percentage of humans, of youths, are making good use of social media. At large, most people use, I won't mention names because they're not paying me for promotion, use just the chatting apps, or just the one they scroll through videos and go. Are you for real? Are you for real? You're on social media, you have 2 likes. No, okay, you have 20 followers, and all those followers are your family and friends, and your name is the headline of the social of the page, and nobody knows what you do. You put, I am a blessed child. That's your bio. I am a blessed child. You put one picture from maybe 10 years ago, and that's just all. Your even your chatting, your normal day-to-day chatting app like WhatsApp, for instance, your display picture is somebody we don't know, maybe your baby, your daughter, your son, a child, an uncle's child, somebody who was celebrating something. Nothing about your this thing shows us who you are, what you do, what you offer. And you tell me you are selling, and you're telling me you're a business person, and you're telling me you have something to, I'm sorry, you don't have anything to offer. No matter how many persons you know today, you cannot have your contact list cannot be as loaded as the contact you can generate from social media platforms. Trust me. Even if you have a million contacts on your list right now, you still have much more than that on social media platforms. People want to buy into what you are selling. People want to buy into your product, into your value, into your service. But you are telling them you are not interested in them, you are not selling to them, and you are telling me you are struggling with sales. No, 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 no. You are not getting it right. Social media platform has gone beyond where you post your personal life story, your personal history, your photo shoots, your some people. I smile because sometimes there are some people that once they post, I know today is their birthday. You just say plus one. Thank you, Jesus. And that's all for that year. Then they come back the following year, plus one, or at most in January 1st, Happy New Year. Then at the end of the year, maybe they just post one picture, thank God for life. And I smile. That can't be all there is to life. Trust me. Trust me. Even if you're an employee, that can't be all there is to life. You can be an employee and be selling yourself as an employee. Meaning, I can be a teacher in a school, for instance, and I do maybe pictures, videos, short pictures of myself teaching whatever it is I'm teaching, maybe to the students how I dress today. Oh, me and my meet my intelligence students in SS2, blah blah. There's a way you start posting those things, and people know that you're a teacher with class. And a school, a proprietor, a principal is just scrolling on social media one day and stumbles on your page and feels, who is this person? This person should be teaching in my school right now. They see your fluency in how you are communicating to the student. They see the way you are breaking these things down, and they can just 2 minutes, 1 minute short videos here and there, and then you just post them now every now and then on your social media platform. You are building a profile, you are selling yourself. Because if at any point you want to leave that particular job to a new job, one of the things you can do is let your social media platform speak for you. But no, all you do is plus one. That can't be all. I'm sorry, that can't be all. Forgive me that I'm smiling, but I've seen that so many times that I feel like, no, this can't just be it. And sometimes when people attack me, you even on your birthday, you don't post, you don't. Well, you know me, you know my face, you know my birthday. Everybody knows June 8th. That's where 8 came from, anyways. June 8th is always K8, blah blah blah. But what more can I offer you? Their quotes. Before I started talking live like this, there are quotes I drop, and people started wondering, who is this guy? Where is he coming from? What's this depth of wisdom? Where is he coming from? And all that. There are quotes, there are captions, there are short. I see something short, I post. Even when I drop my picture, I'm not just dropping a picture, I'm dropping a picture that sends you a message. There's something, the caption you go through, and then you get a message from it. That is how it should be. So everything your social media page needs to be rebranded now. If you don't have an active social media page for your business, you need to get one created now. If you don't know how to do it, just get me into my DM. I will do that for you for free. I will guide you into doing that for free. I volunteer. So some people even tell me I don't know my account. I don't know the person who helped me open it long time ago. The password I'm giving you because you are here. Just mention BSC when you are chatting me up. I'll do that for you for free. Help you open a social media platform for your brand and give you one or two nudges you can add together so that the page can stand well and represent you well. There should be a page people can stumble on at any point and understand you, your brand, and what you can offer them. Everybody knows K8 Homes. Everybody knows K8 Visions. You must have stumbled on K8 Inspires. That is one of the likely ways you must have seen this, either on my personal WhatsApp or on social media platforms. K8 Inspires, it's everywhere. The brand is there, it's well represented. You go to Facebook, you meet it. You go to YouTube, you meet it. You go to LinkedIn, you meet it. You go to X, you meet it. You go to Instagram, you meet it. It's just there. It's just all over. It's not yet on TikTok now because I know TikTok is a place of consistent videos. I told my people, just calm down. Let me just build the way I'm going. Once it's time for TikTok, then we will load TikTok. TikTok, we know that we have arrived. Not that we are there, we post once in a year, and no, no, no. There must be a brand that tells us who you are on social media platforms that people can easily contact you. And beyond that, there should be a product, there should be services. So I want to buy from you, but I'm seeing maybe I saw your ad, and then tried to go and search for your page. I didn't see you on Facebook. I went to Instagram, I didn't see you. I struggled to see one small thing you posted somewhere in your part of your profile inside one of your personal accounts on Facebook. And the only thing I can see is that single picture of that ad you are selling. No, 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 no. Sir, I want to give you my 150 million naira. I want to give you my 300 million naira. I want to give into your accounts $20,000. I need to know that you've been in this game for a while and you understand what you are selling to me. You need to learn to leverage social media. Social media is the new marketplace. It's not shops, it's not stores. Things you are your shops now, your wherever you host your goods is now your store. Your real marketplace, the real office, the place you go to on a daily basis to sell yourself, your product is social media. So you must just be active there. I'm sorry. You just must be active on social media platform. And I'll start rounding this up. I can't deliver all this in one day. Yeah, you need to know how to choose the right product. So I think I'll just stop at this point. I'll just speak about this and then leave the others till probably another session if I feel led to do something else. You need to learn to pick the right product. Some people are selling. You can't tell me what to be doing business in millions and be selling something of kobo. No, it's not possible. Somebody said for you to generate a million naira on a monthly basis, you need 10 people who can give you 100,000 naira, or you need 100 people who can give you 10,000 naira, or you need 1 million persons who can give you one naira, or you need 10,000 persons who can give you 100 naira. So if you are doing business of 100 naira, for instance, and then your goal is a million naira, I'm using naira now because I say most of those who registered for this are from Nigeria. A million naira, it means you need 10,000 persons to buy from you in that month. What are the chances of you getting 10,000 people to buy that thing you are selling in a month? If it is not visible, sir, ma, the chances of earning a millions monthly are almost zero. One of the reasons why I chose real estate, why I did real estate to the list of things I do is I looked at real estate and I said, first, it does not disturb me from the things I'm doing. Majorly, I'm posting, I visit the sites once in a while, I see what they are doing, I enjoy the product, I post, I communicate with you, I do my ads, and then I keep leaving it at that. So one does not majorly distract me from what I'm doing. It doesn't need my active involvement. And two, the sales I make, if I can make good sales in a month, is enough to cover for the expenses for the month, while other sources of income keeps me running for bigger things in life. For instance, imagine now you're selling a building. For those who love buildings, I'm not really a fan of buildings, so I do more of the agro real estate, which is what some of us know as K8 Homes. If you go on K8 Homes, either on Facebook or on Instagram, you see it. K8 Homes majorly is agro real estate, especially when it has to do with oil palm plantation. Why did I choose oil palm plantation? Because I'm trying to tell us how to choose the right product. Because most of us are trying to sell the wrong things, and then we find it difficult to sell, and then we get tired and get bored about selling. I saw so many products and then I felt okay. I love agro real estate. I talk about finance, I talk about investment. This is an opportunity for people not just to buy land, not just to own lands, but also own lands that can be making money for them. So while you are doing your land banking, you are keeping your land for the next 5 years, or the next 10 years, or the next 15 years. This land can be generating you money, income through the oil palm trees. So on a yearly basis, you are harvesting, you are selling, you are making income on your oil palm, and the land itself is appreciating into the future. That's the first thing. So I'm doing helping people make good use of their money. Two, I can make good sales and make good returns. Because one, it's something, if you have the money, you'll be willing to buy into. Why? Because it's a two-in-one wealth creation model. Apart from the more value of your land increasing, you're also making money from oil palms. And three is something you can hand over to even the next generation, because the oil palm trees can keep fruiting for the next 30, 40 years, which is a good one. 30, 40 years of steady income is something that will outlive some of us, and they will be able to hand over to the next generation. That was how I chose it. And then the income, imagine you're selling a property and then you're getting 10%. So you're selling a property of 100 million naira and you get 10% of that, that's 10 million naira. If you do just two of that in a year, that's 20 million naira to your name. Imagine you now going to work on a daily basis for a salary of, let's say, even if I know most of you don't get this presently in Nigeria, but let me assume, even if your salary is a million naira, minus fuel, transportation, feeding, and all that are included. Let's just assume a million naira you get at the end of the month. For 12 months, that's 12 million naira. And here you are, you're able to sell just two buildings, just two buildings worth 100 million naira each. Even if it takes you six months to sell each of them, it's two buildings, you get your 10% commission, that's 20 million naira to your name, and then that might be all you need for the year. You will have done much more than somebody who did over 300 days going to the office and is just ending up with 12 million naira. And still, some people do just about 500. Most of the youths I know around me do less than 500,000 naira a month. salary wise. So you're going to the office, you go, you come back, you're doing just about 500,000 naira. Apart from your feeding, your transport, the money they will collect from tax and all. 500,000 naira in 12 places is 6 million naira. Sir, that is something so you can make in just two sales. Just two sales. How do I mean? That means you leave all the 100 million. I don't have anybody who can buy 100 million naira. Blah, 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 blah. Those will come back to. Pick a product that is 15 million naira. Let them give 10% discount, 10% commission. 50 million naira in two places is 5 million naira, 5 million naira, 10 million naira. You are done for the year. If you know how to manage yourself well, that 10 million naira will carry only you for that 1 year. Two sales, two sales. And if you 50 million naira is too big, what about, don't you have something cheaper? Okay, there are products you can sell for as low as 10 million naira. Get your 10% on 10 million naira. That's 1 million naira. If all you can do is sell one of those on a monthly basis, that's a million naira to your name. On a monthly basis, you are just posting on social media platforms, you create new content, new ideas, you meet one or two persons that you know, you talk to them personally, you enter DMs that you know, you just post randomly on social media platform, post on your so WhatsApp, create a page, get to know the product so well that I can talk about it offhand and all that. One of that in a month might just be all you need. 10 million naira sales, get your 10% commission. And some companies even do offer as much as 15% commissions. For like one of the companies I work, I consult for. One of them do. I did about two or three of them do 15% discount commissions. Meaning you sell a property of a million of 10 million naira, your client pays successfully, you get your 1.5 and you move to the next client. It's that simple. So this is something that I can earn a millions on. I can put in less physical energy because for somebody like me, I'm not the physically fit guy that loves to do heavy things. No, I love it calm, cool, easy, flow, and then keep it simple. So it's less stressful, you make good money, and then it's something people want to buy into once they have the money. So you should learn how to pick the right product. Some of us got tired with sales, got discouraged about sales because we're struggling to sell the wrong product. And by the right product, it also has to do with those you are selling to. I think we should do a master class for this because there's a whole lot in this part that I need to open up your eyes into some secret. I really think we should do a master class on this. I think so. I think so. Probably we put together a master class. That will not be for everybody because now this will be some real sales secret I want to share, like some deep secret that will take you beyond just getting. I just told you how you can make a million, 2 million, 5 million naira a year. And I just shared that with you easily now. But there are some deeper secrets on how to really get this thing done more often, so much so that the cash just flows. It flows. I think we should do I'll talk to the team. Probably we just do a master class maybe for just about 10 persons, and then get them to get these things really right. Because trust me, once you have the right product and you know understand your market and you understand the first 4 or 5 things we've spoken about so far, making money becomes much more easier than you thought it was. Because now you sell with ease, with the right products, with the right market, and knowing how to also run your social media ads gives you extra leverage. I think that will be included in the masterclass. Maybe you should watch out for the masterclass. Probably it will be more around real estate, maybe around real estate or sales in general. Running ads too, because I see so many people run ads wrongly. Running ads will also be something that will be included in the masterclass. How to run ads successfully, having the right product, mixing selling to the right market, and then building the right relationships and running ads to get your sales done. I think we should run a masterclass on that. I think so. But trust me, with the things I've told us so far, you can begin to sell even what you are selling right now with ease. You brand yourself, you if you communicate effectively about your product, you build relationship by also communicating those you are communicating to effectively, you leverage on social media platforms, and you pick the right product. Once you have these five, at least you can get started with sales and you can start making money. It could be digital product, it could be physical product, whatever it is. Learn these things, and if you need to know more, you can get into the master class. Can watch out for the master class. But trust me, you will still keep getting discouraged about sales until your mindset shifts. There's an audio resource. I think I will drop the link in here, or you can check it on the Kate Inspires Global Community Platform on Telegram. The link should be there. I titled it Ote's first billion. How Ote made his first billion. Who is Ote? You can find out about Ote in the audio resources. Just something you can listen to. I think about an hour recording that I did that has to do with about your mindset and wealth. Because I just mentioned 100 million naira building. I'm sure somebody might say, where will I send 100 million naira? How will somebody have 100 million naira to give me? What will they? There are people who are buying properties bigger than that. So relax. You won't be the first to sell that. There are people who are doing that on a monthly basis. But if your mindset is not wired that way, you hardly be able to sell even something of 1 million naira a month, because if you like 1 million naira, who will give me 1 million naira? Will they steal it? It's because it has not hit your account. When such money hits your account, then you know that this money really exists. So with Ote's first billion, your mindset set can shift. You might need to move from the wrong mindset and move to the right one. You might have been settling for 500,000 naira per month, which is good, which is a good way to start, but there can be more. There are people who do 5 million naira per month and they don't have to wait and they don't die because they made 5 million naira per month. And some persons do much more than that. From real estate, from digital product, from so many other things. But first, it starts with your mind. So I'm highly recommending that you get Ote's first billion. The link will be dropped in the description box and probably on the Telegram channel. The link will be there. Just get Ote's first billion. I think it's still on promo now. I can't remember the current price now. But just get it, listen to it. That will help your mindset. Because no matter what I say about sales, no matter what I say about finance, if your mindset is not yet changed, it's not yet